up? What's up? How's it going? Am I in live chat? Yes, I am. How's it fucking going, lads? I fucking told you. Did I not fucking tell you that Croatia had zero chance in hell? I fucking told you that. And I was right. And I called it 3-0. I will fucking show it in Discord later today. I called it 3-0. Stay up for Maurice. Who the fuck is Maurice, lad? I'm out of the loop on that. I don't know who the fuck Maurice is. All right, so what's up, Loquacious? I have a few good ideas. I'm gonna wait until more people get here, but I have some ideas that will benefit me and you guys at the same time. I think it's good. So I'll just fucking tell you guys now. Yep, 3-0. I fucking called 3-0, man. I'll show it in Discord. I fucking called it. There's an app called Fox Bet Sports something. I don't know, but they have free rolls every week in a whole bunch of different sports. And they've been having a whole bunch of World Cup stuff. I don't think most of the questions I'm pretty sure I got wrong because it's like at what time when will be the first yellow card? How many corner kicks will there be? How many shots on goal will be? Like there's a lot of really like detailed picks. It makes it really fucking hard to get it right. But one of them was pick who you think is going to win and the score. And I definitely got that right. Argentina 3-0. I felt that in my balls. And then in my DraftKings, there's two contests going on, and I picked both Argentina to win, the over 2.5, and and Argentina to score first. And then tomorrow, I have on both of them, I have Morocco to win, and I have Morocco to score first, which I don't feel good about. Actually, thinking about it now, I think France might score first. And then on one of them, I have the over 2.5, and one of them I have the under 2.5. So hopefully, I make some money tomorrow. But yeah, so idea for the channel. Tell me if you guys think this is a good idea. I think it's a really good idea. Although I'm pretty sure everyone in here, you're not regular donos, but still. So I was thinking I'll have different donation goals. And you guys can set the goals too. Like we can barter with it, but I was thinking like maybe like if someone donates me $50, or if like someone donates you $1 or $5 for this specific thing, like for what's it called? For a phone and internet, dude. That's gonna be. I mean, that's like further down the line. This is for me just to live right now. If I get money, I can't really spend it on a new phone or internet, unless it's like a shitload. For Larry food, yeah, dude. Yeah, I spent $50 today on Larry's food. His food costs a lot of fucking money. But anyways, so I was thinking for like $50, either one lump sum donation, or if someone wants to donate $1 or $5 and say this is for the Cold Lake Yog Chug. So for $50, I'll do a Cold Lake straight arm Yog Chug. That's like a really minor one, but these are the two ones I was thinking that you guys would probably like. But I wouldn't do it for less than $100, maybe more. But for $100, I could either, or both, I could do both. For $100, I can dye my hair whatever color you want, literally whatever fucking color you want for $100. And if you want multiple colors, then it has to be more money. Maybe like $125 for 2 colors or $150 for 3 or something like that. Or I could, for $100, I could eat shrooms on live stream, because I really don't want to do that. It's not going to be fun for me at all. But if you guys wanted to see me fucking high on shrooms, eating shrooms, I could do that as well. So if any of those ideas sound good, or if you have any better ideas, just fucking drop them in the comment. But I think that's a good way to entice donations and also a good way to be more entertaining for you guys. I don't know, but I think it's a good idea. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Thank you, Loquacious. Yes. You can donate to either. It doesn't really matter. Cash App is more preferable because it's like straight up. It's basically straight to my bank account. What? You missed it? You missed everything, Ilya. What's up, William? How's it going, buddy? Okay, so I'll say it again because William just got here. So I was thinking I was going to have donation goals. I'll be monetized soon. Not even close, MMA Joey. I still need like over 2,300 hours or some shit like that. Or maybe 20, I think it's 2,500, over 2,500 hours watch time I need. And every single, like, it's 25, I need 4,000 hours of watch time on my channel for the past year. So every single day that goes by, there, like, some hours get dropped off because a year ago, like, that day falls off. So I don't need 2,500 watch hours. I need 2,500 watch hours plus whatever gets dropped off of that. So like, I probably need close to like 3,000 watch hours. So I don't know how fast it's going to be till I get monetized. I couldn't join. Dude, it's okay, William. Don't fucking worry about it. Glad to have you here, though. Let's have Chandler and Cheddarhead donations will start flowing. That's what I'm thinking. So this is what I'm thinking, William and Ilya. So I'll do, like, for instance, like $50 goal, and at the end, if someone donates me just flat $50 and says this is for a Cold Lake Yog Chug, then I'll do a Cold Lake Yog Chug. Or if it's a goal, so like someone says $5, this is towards the Cold Lake Yog Chug, and then I only need $45 more. I was thinking $50 for a Cold Lake Yog Chug, $100 you can pick whatever fucking stupid color hair, which I really don't want to fucking do, but any fucking any color. I am not tanning. No, dude, there's no sun in Cleveland. There's a little bit of sun. Like, it's like today is the first day in like a week where we've had some sun, but it's like, it's super cloudy. And even if I was in the sun all day, I wouldn't, the UV radius is 1. It literally is 1. Like, you can't get tan off it. I think it's just the shirt and the lighting is making me actually look closer to what my actual skin tone is. But normally it bleaches out my face and it makes me look really white, but I'm really not that white. Like, if you look at videos of me, like, I'm pretty dark for a white guy in Ohio, I think. It's not sun, dude. You can't get sunburn in one UV radiation. It's impossible. So anyway, so $100 you can pick the color of my hair, and or for $100 I'll eat shrooms on stream. If you guys want to see that instead, I'll eat some shrooms on stream. And maybe like for $100 I'll eat like a gram or a gram and a half. And like $200, maybe I'll do like 2 grams, 2.5, and then $300 I would do an eighth. I don't think I'd do anything more than an eighth because I don't think it would be fun for any of us. But I need 150 people to watch 10 of your streams back. Easy, notify Jerusalem, and force everyone to watch. So Ilya, can you get on that then? Can you do that? Yeah, having my streams just off in the background on your computer, like, you can have it on mute, but just having them playing, that would be very helpful. But you need Cheddar to do the shroom. True. Yeah, he would probably donate for that. And I don't want to fucking do it, but I will. It would just be a waste of shrooms and a waste of a trip for sure. I haven't done any in, I think, since September, maybe August. I know for sure I did it in August, for sure. I'm pretty sure I did it in September too, but I'm not positive. So it's been since late summer since the last time I did it. It's been a very long time. And yeah, I see them every single fucking day. They're above my fridge, and I think about doing it every single day. But then I always decide against it. It's like, it has to feel right, and it just doesn't feel right. And I've done so many shrooms in the past year and a half where, like, I don't know this, or like there was like a 6-month period where I consumed ounces and ounces of shrooms, and ever since then I've just been like, I've cooled off quite a bit. But yes, wait, what the fuck? Why do I not see Rigo's fucking message? I'm in live chat. LaQuacia says LMAO yes, Rigo. I don't see any Rigo. Rigo, did you block me? I'm gonna say no. It's probably just YouTube censoring Rigo. There was a couple on musical streams today. There was a couple messages he read out that I couldn't read. So either some people are blocking me or YouTube's doing it. I don't know why you'd block me, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, I am a mod on that sort, but like I don't feel like I abuse my powers. Okay, now I see that, Rigo. That's weird. That happens in musical streams too. Yeah, you would think that YouTube would be very pro Rigo and pro Loquacious, but they're not. You would think though, like maybe there's anti Six Soul. I don't really know. Thoughts on microdose? Microdosing, there are people that nibble on shrooms every day. I don't think you should do it every day. I think that's really dumb because it's gonna build up over time if you do it every single day. But I tried microdosing and like it's beneficial for a while. That's all. Like it's beneficial for like a short period of time. Maybe for like 3 weeks or a month, maybe 2 months. Microdose like every other day or something. But like after a while, I just got sick of it. Like because at first, like this same thing with all psychedelics, no matter what the dosage, like it expands your brain and makes you think different thoughts, and it's really helpful. Like if you're in like a really dark place or you're really depressed, then it's really fucking helpful, I think, to microdose. But once you kind of break out of that, there's only so much it can show you. You know what I mean? And I think it's partially my brain. My brain gets really bored of things really easily, and I got very bored of shrooms and psychedelics in general. I think the only drugs I could do that I would never get bored of would be ketamine. That's probably it, actually. Ketamine and all the ketamine isomers. And oh, there's knocking stuff over again. Probably ketamine, and I've only done ecstasy once, but that was like one of my favorite drug trips ever. So probably ecstasy too. And weed. I smoke weed fucking every single fucking day for the last 20 years almost. 19 out of the last 20 years I've smoked weed every day. So yeah, Cheddarhead says he does shrooms 3 times a week. Yeah, he said he microdosed it. Like I know people who like ate like a decent amount of shrooms almost every single day. It just depends on the person. For me, like psychedelics, they're really spiritual and they're really helpful. Like having breakthroughs and thinking of things in a new way and kind of like resetting your system. But I find if you do them too much, it takes away from your spirituality. Because yeah, I meditate every single fucking day in the morning, generally an hour, sometimes a half an hour if I don't have time, but generally an hour or more. And usually by the end of that hour, like I'm achieving some pretty gnarly states that most people would consider psychedelic, even though I'm completely sober. So that's another reason I don't feel like I really need psychedelics, because I feel like I get kind of the same benefit just from my habits every day. My first message typically doesn't go through to the streamer. Oh, was that your? That's probably what happened. That YouTube hates proud CCP supporters. I don't think so, dude. I feel like YouTube would love it. That's what I like. That's right up YouTube's alley. So I don't know. Put a Santa cap on Larry there. Oh, I did. I know I need to. Well, this profile, the YouTube profile pic, this is Boobadoo. This is an old Boobadoo picture, and I can't really change that. I mean, I guess I could zoom in, and then take a picture of it and put a Santa hat on. But I don't have that original picture left. That's why it's still my profile picture, because I don't want to lose it. That's like, she was the cutest kitty ever. I don't want to like lose that. I lost a lot of her pictures. Meth. Okay. Do I need meth? Do I need meth? I don't need meth. I have meth. Chrissy's around. I'm just kidding. I don't do meth. If you guys donate $1,000, I'll do meth. I don't know where the fuck I would get it here, but I would do my damnedest to find some meth around here, and I would do meth. I would smoke meth on stream for. Ooh, I don't know if I could do that though. That's. I don't know if I could put that up. I mean, I guess. I mean, if someone's donating me $1,000 and I could just do a stream and delete it anyways, like that's fucking crazy. But yeah, for like $1,000, I'll smoke meth on stream. How about that? And I haven't done meth in fucking like 7 years. Looks like Larry Brochi. Yeah, yeah. Boobadoo and Larry, like they look so fucking similar. Yeah, Larry's my profile pic in Discord, biting my nose, and Boobadoo's my profile pic on YouTube. But I mean, they're both fluffy black, beautiful kitties. Durian, Willie. Oh God, Durian. Oh yeah. Oh, William. If you don't know what durian is, you can YouTube LA Beast durian fruit. He does something with durian. I'm sure there's other people who've done it too, but I've never personally tried it or smelled it or experienced anything with durian. But apparently, it's really fucking gross. Um, you tried it? You tried it in Loquacious? How the worst? Holy shit! So is it as bad as people say it is? I think they said it's like moldy, rotten feet or some shit. Um, MDMA gives you a granite chin. Um, is that why Cheddarhead has such a fucking granite chin? Um, yeah, I've only done XC one fucking time, but it was so fucking. It was fucking. The come down's fucking terrible, but the high is like, it's so good, man. It's so fucking good. I prefer ketamine though. Um, yeah, it's so fucked. I couldn't eat any. Is it anything like Limburger cheese, Loquacious? Because I tried Limburger cheese when I was like 10 or 12. I remember my dad was talking about it. Or he said something about it, and he was saying how nasty it was. And I was like, it can't be that nasty. He's like, no, you literally can't even get it down. And I was like, dude, if it's a food that they sell, it can't be that bad. If it's an actual cheese. Anyway, so he went and bought it, and then I tried it, and like you literally just throw up. It smells and tastes like a mixture of moldy, sweaty feet and shit. Like that's like the best way to describe it. It's like a combination of that. It's so fucking gross that I imagine eating actual shit might actually taste better. That's how fucking disgusting it is. No, I tried black egg at a respectable establishment. Yeah, some shit is just too nasty, dude. I don't understand some of the shit that's around, man. Pig trotters in Malaysia. What the fuck is a pig trotter? And what the fuck is a fucking pig trotter, lad? Dude, I missed a lot of fucking things. Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay. Ever tasted oxtail stew, guys? Yes. Not that long ago, actually. I want to say like 2 years ago. The same place. I haven't been there in a while, but there's a Polish meat market, like a mile down the road called Jaworski's Meats, and I had their duck blood soup there, which is actually really fucking good. And I had their oxtail soup, which it wasn't bad at all. It was decent. It wasn't great though. Actually, I like the duck blood better. The duck blood soup, it was very tangy. There's definitely a lot of vinegar in it, kind of sour, tangy taste to it, and it was like very nourishing. Like when you ate it, you can tell that it was good for you. What did you get in the Ethiopian place? Okay, so Ethiopian food, it comes on. So like they don't have utensils because they're N-words, but they so like all the food, it comes on injera, which is it's like really thin bread that's made with teff, and the upside is like it's really porous. It's like a sponge, like a really thin sponge, and it's delicious. And then on top, and then the things you get on top of it are like the main dishes, like a potato salad, beef tibs, mushroom tibs. They have like a lentil thing that's really fucking good. When I went there, I just got like a mix of everything. There's a platter where you just kind of get a mix of everything, and that's what I did. And the beef tibs and mushroom tibs are so beef tibs, mushroom tibs, the lentil salad, and I don't like lentils generally, but their lentils are so fucking good. Bird's nest soup before? I do not know what bird's nest soup is. Does Ethiopia have a sewage system? Probably not. I do know Ethiopia is the highest elevation in Africa. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. I'm not positive, but when I went to the Ethiopian restaurant a few months ago, like when I walked in like this, And it wasn't even that cold. It was like maybe 50 degrees out, like 47, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, and so it was like cool, but not cold. And when I walked in, they like fucking going crazy because I'm in a tank top. And then like some of them were talking to me about how Ethiopia gets cold because there's mountains and shit. And I was like, okay, I did not know that. Um, Haile Selassie, I don't know what that is. Did I watch the ROH pay-per-view? I did not. I have not kept up with any pro wrestling lately. Was it good, William? Was it good? If there's like a certain match or a certain couple of matches that are interesting, I will definitely watch it. But I can't remember the last time I watched an entire pay-per-view of anything. I always skip matches that don't interest me, and I always skip through like all the fucking bullshit. I don't really care about storylines anymore. Like I cannot invest myself in professional wrestling every week. I can't watch AEW and WWE and ROH and TNA and New Japan and all that shit. I just can't. But for like the main pay-per-views where like the guys go all out, I will watch that shit. Were they Rastas? They were not Rastas. They were Ethiopian. They were very nice, very nice. They're in my experience, every African restaurant I've ever been to, they've always been beyond nice. And I don't know if it's just their culture or they're really happy that a white person's trying their food, or I don't know, but they've always been really, really nice. Did I see the Mr. Pibb versus Sniff match? That would just be fucking some dude punching himself in the face. That's what Mr. Pibb versus Sniff would be. It would just be boom, 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 boom. And even though they're the same person, Sniff would win. The tag matches on the card were good. Okay, haven't watched the main event. Okay, I'll check out the tag matches. Yeah, Messi, greatest athlete of all time. I wouldn't say athlete of all time. Hell no. You can't put a soccer player as the greatest athlete of all time. However, he was the only person on the, well, no, not the only person. He was one of the only people on the field today that were impressive. Like his jukes are still insane. I don't know how old he is, like 35 or some shit. But his jukes are so subtle and so he just breaks people's ankles. Dude, I told you Argentina was gonna win. I had no doubt. And I said this when they lost to Saudi Arabia. At worst, they're gonna finish second in the World Cup. I knew they were gonna get here. I'm not 100% that they're gonna win it all. I could see Morocco winning. I don't see France winning. I just don't see it. Although I haven't Googled. A quick Google search will say recent Moroccan soccer player that died or recent France soccer player that died. If there isn't either for either team, then mark down Argentina 100%. But if there is, then I don't know. Although I still have Argentina. I picked Argentina in my bracket. I'm not straying away from Argentina. I still think Argentina's going to win, but I can see a world where Morocco wins. I can see it. Mostly it's because of their flag. I think they got the most demonic looking flag of any fucking country. And I really think it could be that simple, but I'm still going to go with Argentina for sure. I don't think sacrifices tend to be like the bigger the name, the more valuable the sacrifice, like the more likely that team is going to win. Like the Kobe sacrifice, like when Kobe died, I knew for a fact the Lakers were going to win 2020. And the Lakers got they got ushered in a championship. They literally were given a championship in 2020. Because they were not the best fucking team in the league that year. They weren't the best team in Los Angeles that year, but they still won the championship. And because Maradona is such a giant star, it's really, really, really hard for me to think that it's not going to be Argentina. Basketball is athletic as football. Stop it. Basketball's way more athletic than football, dude. Basketball is, you gotta have a crazy wingspan. You gotta be able to jump. You gotta have ridiculous hand-eye coordination, along with hand-foot coordination. Football is just hand-foot coordination, pretty much, or head-eye coordination. And I like all sports that require like run. All sports besides golf require athleticism, and even golf requires some athleticism. But I think when you look into like the actual skills involved, I would say NFL. Not all positions, but certain positions in the NFL, like linebacker, running back, wide receiver, those positions, you got to be insanely good athletic. NBA, any position, you got to be ridiculously athletic. And you would think mixed martial arts, you would think because it is the craziest sport in the world and it does require the most out of your body. But there's just a lot of fucking martial arts that aren't that fucking athletic. Like there's a lot of them that aren't that athletic. So randomly not mixed martial arts. And I think it's because if you are a crazy athlete, you're not gonna risk it all by fighting. Like if you're a crazy athlete, if you're a 3-sport athlete in high school, you're gonna choose one of those. Like you're not gonna choose mixed martial arts over basketball or baseball, where you can make so much more money and not risk getting CTE and getting punched in the face. So I think that's the reason why. Even though mixed martial arts is by far the most taxing on your body. Larry, it's okay, buddy. You're the most athletic kitty, that's for sure. Thoughts on blacks in Mozambique cutting open Baldwin's head because they think gold grows in there. Well, how are you gonna know, Rigo, unless they find out? You know what I mean? Like you gotta cut open a few. You gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. You know what I mean? Morocco's flag is sus. I know, MMA Joey. I looked at it today because I'm pretty good with flags. I swear I've never seen that flag before. I Googled it today, and because I just wanted to know when that flag was implemented. It said 1915, so over 100 years they've had that flag, but I don't remember that fucking flag ever. Football pitch is also 4 times bigger than basketball court. True. Think about how much more distance they run. I agree with that. They run more, but that's cardio. You don't have to be athletic to have great cardio. You know what I mean? Like that's a shape thing. That's not an athleticism thing. Athleticism is like how quick you are, how twitchy you are, how high you can jump, how fast you can punch, or how fast you can do something. Whereas running the field, if you are super, super fast, then yes, it takes athleticism, but I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I still say basketball, it takes way, 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 way more athleticism. Extremely civilized behavior considering, yes, William. Yes, I agree 100%. While performance was perfect, Messi and Ronaldo's, Maradona's greatest athletes for sure. I don't think they're the greatest athletes, but they like the things they're able to do with the ball while they're running full speed and their jukes, like it is some of the most skilled things. I'll say that. Soccer is definitely one of the most skilled sports, and that's why it sucks on so many levels. Besides the absolute highest levels, soccer fucking sucks. So just because it's so hard, there's not a whole lot of people that are actually legitimately good at it. So I will say that. Whereas like basketball, like you can watch a semi-professional basketball league, you can watch college basketball, and it'll still be pretty good. Whereas like if you watch college soccer or MLS or something, you're like, what the fuck is this shit? So that's a fair point. Willie, do you ever see Omar Kuckel's family out on safari? Good question. Rigo said good question too. What about NFL? Yes, I said NFL is very. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the position. Like quarterback, you don't have to be athletic, although it helps. But look at Tom Brady, not very athletic. He's just kept his athleticism. And Larry, stop it! And Peyton Manning was like the most non-athlete athlete of all time. So there's certain kicker and punter. Like actually, most kickers and punters are super athletic because you have to be to generate that much force from your hips. So actually, most kickers and punters are super athletic, surprisingly. But yeah, NFL, it depends on position. Not any compare about football is so much harder wingspan isn't athleticism. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay, I don't disagree with those points, but I still think you have to be a better athlete to compete in the NBA than you do to compete at the highest levels of soccer. That's what I think. But I get your points and I don't disagree with them. No, I did not encounter any type of ape on the safaris. Fast twitch muscle is athleticism, but skill is also inconsistent. Skill is athleticism, but it's also practice. It's also like how dedicated you are. Skill is kind of a combination of athleticism and dedication. That's what I'd say skill is. Like if you're really athletic and you're really dedicated, you're gonna be really skilled. But if you're just one or the other, then you're likely not gonna be skilled. I understand why Six says because Messi isn't genetically blessed. Yeah, that's the thing. Like he is like, I wouldn't say he's not genetically like. There's obviously something about Messi that's fucking legit. Like there's something about him that's different that's different than me than him, you know what I mean? There is something, but that difference is a lot less versus like me versus LeBron James, for example. Washington, Dono. Whoa, what? Dono? Who? I didn't get a Dono thing. Wait, did you Dono? Did someone? Washington, did you Dono? Did you? If you did, let me know what. Yeah, let what you did because I'm not seeing it. It could be from the other link, which would, but in case I wouldn't see it. But yeah, please let me know. Let's see. He's a better athlete. Okay. He uses his amount of athleticism to the fullest. Messi has better coordination than MJ, Braun, Hakeem. Well, it's a different sport. Like, it is harder to run while you're kicking a ball than it is dribbling a ball for sure. But if you've ever played basketball at like any level at all, it's fucking. I mean, I guess soccer is too. They're both really fucking hard. But when you look at the average NBA player and you look at the average soccer player, and I know looks aren't everything, but just look at them and who looks like the better athletes? Who looks more athletic than LeBron James, Blake Griffin, those type of people? Like, who looks more athletic than them? Literally nobody. Nobody on earth. But I agree, football harder in terms of skill, 100%. 100%. I agree with that. Yeah, I understand, Ilya, the things he did in the sport are not immeasurable, but it's almost impossible to do that in a lifetime. Yes. I think football IQ is being an athlete because you're using your body and mind no matter how naturally athletic are. I mean, you can say that about all sports. All my favorite athletes, no matter what sport they played, they were always really fucking smart. Like that was always my natural advantage in sports. It was always my brain. I didn't have a natural physical advantage in any fucking sport. Besides basketball, I do have a natural advantage. So, like stretchy skin, my hands are really soft. If you hear the term, he's got a soft touch or a shooter's touch, I have that in spades because my hands are so soft. It genuinely did give me an advantage when it comes to passing and shooting the ball. I felt like I had way more accuracy. And I guess it gives me an advantage in throwing a football too. Cause my hands are more pliable. So not pliable, like they just give more. I can feel the ball more than the average person. I know that. So that I would say that's my only physical advantage. Because not size or speed or strength or anything like that. But I always did good in sports because of my brain. And that's why my favorite athletes are always really fucking smart. Skill as athleticism because it's body and mind conditioning. True. Larry was born to not like any type of. Yeah. Well, Larry is the black person. Like, there's no other black person that can measure up to Larry. What about AFL? Oh, Australian rules football. Oh man, like those guys are fucking insane, and those guys are really athletic. And dude, that's one of my favorite sports to watch highlights of. I forgot what it's called when they basically Kinshasa someone in the back of the skull, and they use their knee to like lift themselves up and then catch the ball. I forgot what it's fucking called. But that's like one of the coolest things in sports. It's like dunking on someone times 1,000. It's like a much more violent version of dunking on someone. Messi is a legit anomaly in his own sport. IMO. If we had to get a Michael Jordan or LeBron comparison, they would be the Van Bastens and Puskas of the sport, not Messi or Ronaldo types. You must God donate. Hold on. I know I did. Let me check real quick at the donation. I'll be right fucking back. You probably don't fucking. Um, Probably not going to see this in time. But yeah, I'm going to check my donation. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I was checking. I was checking the donos, and I'm guessing that was you, Washington. I just got the notification right now. I just saw whoever donated. Someone donated $39, and they didn't say anything. Whoever said that, please in chat. Thank you so fucking much. First off, thank you. Holy shit, thank you. And my question to you is, so I don't know if you were here for the beginning part of my stream, but I said, woo! Yes, loquacious. So I said that I was gonna have goals. Like if you donate a certain amount, like $50, I'll do a straight arm yog chug in the cold ass lake. For $100, I'll color my hair any color you want. Or for $100, I will eat shrooms. I'll do a shroom stream. Anyways, whoever donated that, I think it was you, Washington. I don't know, but please say something. Please don't. I don't want to be an asshole here. Let us know if you want, or if you want me to fucking do anything. Like that money can go towards that, like if it's a $200 goal or $100 goal or $50, whatever it is, if you want that money to go towards a certain thing you want me to do on stream, like, please let me know. Thank you so much again. That's fucking awesome. Holy shit. That's, oh God, that's so good. So fucking good. You have no idea how good that is. I appreciate it very much. Let's see. So I'm going to go back a little bit. Thoughts on tennis? Tennis sucks. It's fun to play, but it's a highly skilled sport, but I can't watch it, dude. I can't fucking watch it. Skin is so stretchy, a lot of texture and hydration. I do stay pretty hydrated, but it really is genetic. There's just more. I don't know what the chemical is, but there's just my skin is just more elastic. My dad was the same way. His dad was the same way. His dad was the same way. It's literally just a genetic thing. My sister didn't get it at all for some reason, and my aunt doesn't have it either. So it's literally only. What are you doing? There's like a secret compartment in the back of my closet that reaches into the shower. Like if the shower's broken, you have to go through the back to fix the pipes, and he's like climbing in it right now. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so this is a genetic thing. It's completely genetic, and it's only the males on my dad's side of the family. I don't know why. Like it's good and bad. Like it's really good, and so like I don't age. When my dad died, like he looked like shit because he was fucking poisoned and shit, but he still didn't have a wrinkle on his face. He was 66 or 68, I think. When his dad died, he was in his mid 60s, not a wrinkle. When his dad died, not a wrinkle. Like it's just our skin. But the bad thing about the skin is it's really fucking oily, so we are prone to acne. That's the downside. And the downside is when you're growing up in school, people will just run up and fucking stretch your skin and call you weenus and shit. Soccer, tennis is a high-level sport. IMO, the amount of focus and coordination required is up there with soccer. True, with how technically hard it is, I would agree, William. I would agree, but it's not. I don't think it's as hard because tennis. There's a little bit of mind games. There's a little bit of being smart involved, but nowhere near the amount as soccer. Like in soccer, you have like soccer and basketball. I think are two of the main sports where being really, really smart fucking helps you so much, way more than it helps you in tennis. And I like including like your what's the word for it? Your applicable IQ, like not how smart you are, but how quick you are on the spot and how fast you can apply it, like your reactive IQ. I think basketball and soccer, like it allows so much more creativity, but tennis does too. It's just not on the same level, I don't think. especially when you push back someone and land a drop shot. MMA Joey, I'm surprised you could even play tennis. No offense, MMA Joey, but I imagine a giant 500-pound man might not be great at tennis, but you probably have a wicked awesome serve. You think Guru is lying about his table tennis skills? I think he lies about every single fucking thing he's ever said about his personal life or him. I think he's lying. I think it's fair whenever he's bragging about anything, like it's fair to say that it's not completely false. Like there's a kernel of truth in it. Maybe like he has a friend who's really good at table tennis, or his brother is really good at table tennis, or like he used to watch it and like he picked up a few things. But you, dude, I don't think Guru's good at. I don't think Guru's really good at anything. He doesn't strike me as the type of guy that'd be. He doesn't strike me as an athlete. He doesn't strike me as like he definitely wasn't popular in school. He doesn't say he was popular, but he said he hung out with the popular kids. I don't even believe that. I don't believe anything that motherfucker says. He's been proven a liar too many times to believe it. And I don't believe the atrophy, although that's the one thing I want to believe, because that would be fucking hysterical. If we actually memed him into a wheelchair, that would be beautiful. Fucking beautiful, lad. Okay, now you guys are just arguing about tennis, so I'm going to skip that because I just don't care about tennis. Yeah, Nadal, Kyrgios, all that stuff. Can I do a women's tennis impression? That's my women's tennis impression. Volleyball girls are so hot. Okay, Ilya, in high school, I used to go to the women's volleyball games just to stare at the asses. Me and my friend, I was in drama, and I'd have to stay at school for so long. I remember for like months at a time, school would start at 7:30, I think, 7:30 a.m. I'd wake up at 6:30, have to be at school. I was at school at 7, and I wouldn't get home until literally like 10 or 11 or even midnight. And I'd do it all fucking day, every single fucking day. But once school got off at 2:30, I had like a 2-3 hour break. But before I had like drama shit, so I just stay there, and the volleyball team, they would have their games, and me and my friend would just stay there and just jerk off to their asses. We wouldn't actually jerk off in the seats, but we would take mental snapshots and then jerk off to it later. Shroom stream. Okay, Washington. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I thought it was you. I recognized the name, but I wasn't 100%. But also, who the hell else is donating me that amount of money? Okay, thank you. So Washington, so that's my limit was $100 for the shroom stream for like a gram and a half, and I'll let you choose. Like, let's say I get that next $61 for the shroom stream. When I get that, I will ask you and who's ever contributed to the 61. I'll have you guys vote on it, and whoever given more money has more say in the matter. But I'll have you say, like, if you're good with me doing like a gram and a half on shrooms and stream with $100, or if you want to wait to like $200 and I'll do an even bigger one. So I'll do. Okay, we'll do this. $100 will be a gram and a half. $200 will be 2.5 grams, and $300 will be an eighth. I think that's fair. And and you can vote now. You can vote later. I'll write that. I'll make sure. Well, it's written somewhere here. So thank you so much again. Very, very, very fucking helpful. You can get skin like that if you become obese and lose weight. Not kinda MMA Joey, but it's different, because when you become obese and lose weight, you're not gaining elasticity, you're gaining skin. Like your body's literally just growing skin to contain your fatness. So, and then when you lose it, like it will be stretchy because there's no, well, it'll appear stretchy, but it's actually not stretchy. It's just extra. There's too much of it. So you can pull it, but it's not actually stretchy. It's like a different mechanism than what I got going on. Are you in anything else like cardio and maybe good chin? Am I in anything else like cardio and maybe good chin? Wait, what do you mean? I haven't been running lately. I've replaced my running with rucking. I rucked yesterday. So yeah, I haven't been doing much cardio lately. Once a week, I go to the gym and fucking just beat the shit out of the fucking bag like until I'm dead. So that's cardio. And even at home, like I'll punch the wall, or I'll just punch my glove or punch the fucking pad and just keep doing it until I'm fucking tired, just to build up my fists and my cardio. But I haven't been I've only ran like once in the last 2 months since I started rucking, because rucking it's not, it's like really really light cardio. Your heart does get elevated, but it's not to the point where it's actually cardio. It's like there's different thresholds, and like the high threshold is like high intensity, and then there's cardio, and there's like medium low intensity. It's like low to medium intensity, but it's for a decent duration. But it's strength. It's like for I was rucking for 40 minutes yesterday. 2 miles, 30 pounds. First time doing 30 pounds. For 2 miles, it took me 40 minutes. Like that's a absolutely crazy strength. It doesn't feel like it, but it's an absolutely crazy strength and conditioning thing. And it's kind of replaced some of my weight training and and almost all of my cardio. But I do need to get back into it. And thank you again, Washington. Thank you so much. You are the GOAT, dude. You're the fucking GOAT. Next stream will be called Songs for Washington, with the Estonia flag. That's for sure. I got a great chin and more of endurance and cardio because I feel tired pretty fast. We can push through forever. Dude, yeah, some people can just push through, like Dricus Duplessis, right? That guy has no fucking gas tank, but he can push through. And there's certain guys that they'll empty out their gas tank really quick, but they'll still push through. And then there's other guys that can have a great gas tank, but once they're done, they're fucking done. Or they have a bad gas tank, and once they're done, they're fucking done. I'm trying to think of like Darren Till. When he's done, he's done. Alexander Hernandez, when he's done, he's fucking done. And I think that's all mental, and probably comes from playing certain sports as a kid, like a lot of high-paced cardio sports like soccer or wrestling or some shit like that. But it's also probably just an innate thing where certain brains can overcome, certain brains are more developed to practice mind over matter than others, I think, based on either perception or just the amount of physical pain the brain actually feels when the body's in pain. I think there's a lot of variables. But yeah, like being able to push when you're fucking dead tired, like Dricus does, that's a huge benefit in any sport, in fucking any sport. It shows you're not a fucking bitch. Guru is a wannabe chess club member. I can just see it. Girls hockey team is fit. Oh God, yeah. I was never in chess club. I didn't get into chess until like years after high school, but there was a short period of time where they say it's supposed to take 2 years for the average person to get average at chess, to be a 1200 ELO chess player. That's average. It took me 4 months. Literally took me 4 months. And once I got to 1200, around 1200, maybe it was like 1300, like slightly above 1200, it became very apparent that everything above there is a lot of memorization. It's like, oh, this happens and you do this happens and you do this, and it ruins the fun out of the fucking game. Chess is such a beautiful game at the low levels and like the low mid levels, but once you're mid and above, it becomes a memorization game, and you'll get penalized for just not memorizing shit. And I fucking hate that shit so bad. Like the highest level chess players, most of them, they're not geniuses strategically. They're geniuses when it comes to memorizing shit. So that's why I'm very much anti-chess when it comes to the higher levels. But recreationally, I think it's a great game. Dude, we gotta get Guru to give you the hundo. Oh shit, Ilya, and Guru's definitely gonna stream today for sure. If some of you guys wanna just flood his chat saying six hole is like he'll do mushrooms on stream or he'll dye his hair whatever color you want or anything else. Like that might entice him to do it. Give Larry the hundo. Dude, Larry gets the hundo. I sold today. I sold my Nintendo DS and games and old N64 games and a couple other things. And actually, I got $100 for it, which is crazy. I thought I was only get like 50 maximum. I got $100 for it, $105, and then immediately 51 of those dollars went to Larry's food. And then the rest of it went into my bank account so I can pay for my phone bill that's getting charged tomorrow. So. So Larry gets the hunt, like all the money that goes to me, Larry gets lit, like Larry's food is priority. Larry's first, like I'll figure out my own food, but yeah, Larry always gets the hundo, man. I've overtaken the Jewish Nightmare. Have you really, Loquacious? That was fucking quick. Holy shit. Jewish Nightmare has been around a long time. But you have been on it. Like you've been on it every day. So I'm sure the algorithm fucking loves you. Loquacious, how many subscribers do you have right now? Like are you at like 400 or some shit? Last time I checked, you were at like I think you're at like 375. So you're probably over 400 now. And you will have no issues at all getting monetized with the watch hours and shit. So it probably won't be too long until you'll be monetized before me, Loquacious. I would bet on that. What's Guru's most evil lie? Oh, good question, Paul Hidori. How's it going, buddy? His most evil lie? His most is saying you're not a virgin when you're a virgin evil? Or no, I think the atrophy. No, I think about it. I think the community post where he was just bullshitting about atrophy that just doesn't exist. I think that's the most evil because you're actively trying to make people feel sorry for you when there's no reason for people to feel sorry for you. Guru has a fine line. Like, I feel sorry for Guru for being a fucking 24-year-old kissless virgin, but that's it. You know what I mean? Other than that, like he shouldn't he's got a good life, dude. Like, well, he doesn't have a good life, but that's his own choice. He makes way more than enough money doing what he loves to have a good life. He just chooses not to have a good life. So I don't feel sorry for him. But yeah, I would say that the atrophy thing was his most evil lie. Because it was so out of fucking nowhere too. It was so fucking out of nowhere. And that community post, he was saying from now on, like things are going to be better. Things have only been worse since that community post. But I'm still pro Guru. He's just a lie. Like he's young. He's lied. I was a what's it called? Not quite pathological, but near pathological liar until I was 29 because my mom is a pathological liar to this day, pathological liar, and my dad was a liar. And so I grew up like watching that. And so I always lied. When I was 18, I realized it was an issue. And it took 11 years straight of me trying to work on that issue to finally get rid of it. Because like what you see when you're a kid, it's like it's engrooved in your brain. It's like lying was just my snap for multiple things. It wasn't just because I saw it, although that was like the main factors because I saw it as a kid, but also because the things that happened to me, like I'm such a strange anomaly person anyways, like spiritually, and like so many crazy fucking things that happened to me that I know I really can't talk about because people won't believe me. So that was like another reason that I was like, okay, I'll just lie about shit then. Lie about cool shit happening to me that's more believable. And the funny thing is, way more people believed me when I was a liar versus now that I'm telling the truth. I've been a truth speaker like old Connor for the last 5 years. And for the last 5 years, I have gotten more "you're lying" than like Musical just did it today. I said I picked Argentina 3-0, and I have proof. I'll put it in Discord and I'll shove it in his face. I did. No reason to lie about that, and he called me a liar. But like, and that's a small thing, and I'm not angry at him for that. By the way, like, I don't take that out of context. I'm not angry at him for it. But like people always call me a liar when I'm not lying anymore. That was a secondary reason why I was a liar for a while. But I've come to accept it. People are just not going to believe me. It makes sense. If you're just a normal person, you're not going to believe the things I say. Like you're just not. Not accosting those sixth graders at the bus stop. Well, that wasn't a lie. That was well. Oh, he probably did molest me. Yeah, that's another evil lie. Good one, Loquacious. I think you're right. I did football, wrestling, and swimming when I was young. Oh, swimming, yeah, swimming, and chess and basketball. Yeah, dude, me too. I didn't wrestle or play. I did a lot of swimming. And I had chess when I was like early mid-20s. And basketball was my sport. Basketball was absolutely my sport. I may be a 5'11" white guy, but I competed with the giants for sure. And I was every bit, I want to say every bit as good as them, but every bit as effective as them on the court. I relished and I loved being the smallest man on the court. And my biggest issues were like if I was playing point guard and then the other team's point guard was smaller than me, that was the absolute worst. I fucking hated it. I could never fucking do anything because a lot of people think basketball, like the big man wins, but that's not true. Most of the time in basketball, the little man wins. Like offensively and defensively, you want to be the little guy, especially if you have a bigger wingspan. I'm thinking of guys like Tony Allen. If you remember Tony Allen, he played for the Celtics and the Grizzlies. His defense was so fucking good. And he was like, I think he was like 6'4", 6'3" or 6'4". He was not very tall at all, but his wingspan was fucking insane. And because he had an insane wingspan and he wasn't that tall and he was really athletic, he was just a fucking murderer on defense. And I hated going up against guys like that. It was the absolute fucking worst. And yeah, part of it was my mindset too. I always liked the underdog feeling, and like it motivated me. If I'm the smallest guy on the court, like it was kind of like a motivation. Like I have to prove to myself that I belong. Whereas if I'm not the smallest guy, it's like I don't have that motivation as much, and B, now I have to go against someone who's quicker than me. Like I fucking hate that. Like basketball, like you want to be the quicker person in basketball. Kickboxing for a few months before my gloves got stolen. Are my gloves here? No, they're in the other room. Just steal some. Well, if your gloves got stolen, Ilya, then I think it's only fair for you to steal someone else's gloves, and there would be no karma involved with that. It was true. Your mom modeled for a post. Is it true that your mom modeled for a post-Soviet 90s Russian promo mag? Good question. I've got 5.5K wash hours. Holy shit, Loquacious, and 41. Jesus Christ. God damn, dude. Yeah, Loquacious, I predict you're gonna be monetized by December 13th. You're gonna be monetized by February 13th at the latest. You're gonna be monetized. That's my prediction. Fresh pack of cigs. What's going on, Toast? He just exaggerated about the atrophy. He didn't exaggerate. That was a complete. There, like I don't know. I don't fucking know. Evil Eye saying she was in sixth form when she was just starting sixth grade. I don't know what sixth form is. I don't know what form is. I thought form meant grade. Well, what is form? I'm too American. I don't know that shit. 6th month of kindergarten. Yeah, true. Email thoughts on YouTube removing the ability to change shorts thumbnails. They did that? I had no idea. I only have 2 short stories, but Musical was lying, bro. He's a Brit dude. Joking. Sorry, not joking. He's bantering. I called you a liar. You did. Okay. Musical, you called me a liar. You did. It's fine. I have proof that I'm not. But a few minutes after Ilya confirmed your story, and I said, wow, fair play. He goes, no, not the initial story of me picking Argentina after they lost to Saudi Arabia. Not that time. The time I'm talking about, it was like 3 minutes after where I said I also picked Argentina 3-0. That's what I'm. And you said, and Guru Musical, you said I don't believe it unless you show me proof. That's calling me a liar. And I'll show you when this is done. I'll fucking post it in the Discord. I picked Argentina 3-0. No beef at all. Fucking no beef at all. I don't care. People call me liars all the time. It's human nature's lies. Sometimes it's just bad memory. Yeah, dude, I'm not. It is human nature to lie most of the time. Although I know people who don't know how to, like, they literally can't lie, and that's I still can, but like it happens so rare now, and if it does, like I'll immediately fucking correct it. But because I made it a habit, because it took me 11 years to become a not liar. So like it's more ingrained in me. Like if I do say something, because if it just spurts out and it's a lie, then I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But that's rare. Like I don't really lie anymore, because like it's not good for your soul to lie. It really isn't. I've been listening. I just had gloves on, walking about, but I legit took my gloves off. The irony. I'm confused. I'm confused. Musical. You've been listening. You had gloves on, walking about. I'm so confused. What are you referring to there? Sixth form is sixth grade, aka 10-year-olds. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so that's what I thought. If I called you a liar, a clear joke, or me being spent, dude, I'm not. People are fucking flowing this out of proportion. I'm not mad. I'm not angry at all, Musical. But you did call me a liar, and I don't like. It's fine. And you definitely did, bro. It happened. It happened literally. What time is it right now? It happened an hour and a half ago. Literally, like an hour and 40 minutes ago, I said, and I had Argentina up 3-0. I had that. And you said, I don't believe it. I believe you. You don't remember that. Like almost everything on my streams, I don't remember at all, because you know how it is. It's like when you're just talking to a fucking camera for 2 hours at a time, anything goes. Anything's gonna fucking come out. So I'm like, I'm not angry. I'm not angry at it at all. But it did happen. I only lie about my meth usage. I make jokes about my meth usage, which you could say is lying, because I don't actually do meth anymore, but that's not a lie. It's a meme, you know? If you count memes as lies, then yes, I'm a heavy liar. But no, I'm just a heavy memer. My lies are jokes. Clear, very obvious jokes. Or maybe not always obvious. One time I made a joke about smoking smegma and Toast believed me. So, guys, it's not worth fighting about. I'm not fighting, dude. I'm not fighting. Musical is my favorite YouTuber of all time. There's no fighting. It's just a bit of banter. Metaverse boxing match with Musical and Six Soul. They're trying to divide us. I wouldn't want to box. I wouldn't want to box Musical. I really, really would not want to box. Out of everyone in Jerusalem, Musical would be the last person I'd want to box. Even though we're probably roughly the same size. I mean, I know he weighs more than me, but we're probably roughly the same height. But I don't think he has any boxing experience. I'm not boxing anyone who doesn't have any boxing experience, period. Especially someone I like. Like, that's not, like, I have no desire to do that. Like, I don't, like, I would feel terrible, like, if I actually, like, did any damage whatsoever. I couldn't do that. What are the odds, guys? Six Soul versus Guru the Musical is getting intense. It depends on if it's a jiu-jitsu match, Musical minus 1,000. If it's a boxing match, Six Soul minus 1,000. But that's because I have a little bit of boxing training. He's got a little bit of jiu-jitsu training. Like, that's the only reason why. It's not any. Or if it's like an MMA fight, that would be interesting. Just because we're both only trained in like one specific one specific attribute of MMA. Would be interesting, but he would probably take my ass down and choke me out really quickly. That would be my guess if it was an actual MMA fight. In a kickboxing fight, I would go me, just because even though I don't kick or whatever, I fucking have power in my hands. I genuinely do, and it's way more to do with my meditation practices than it does my boxing skill. But also just because for the last year and a half, I've been every week for sure, at least once a week, usually twice a week, I will condition my knuckles. So my fists are pretty fucking hard these days. And Like I wouldn't want to get hit with this. I really wouldn't. I would say close cheds, but I might be lying. It depends. It depends on the rule set, man. Like if it's jujitsu, musical smokes me. Boxing, I smoke him. MMA, I think he would probably win. But it'd be interesting. Could be a decent headliner for our future Jerusalem card, dude. If Jerusalem somehow keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we like get the funds to fucking to actually put on a fucking show, an actual card, that would be I don't think it can get any higher than that. Like I would be so all for that. I would fight anyone. I would fight fucking Loquacious, even though he would murder me in anything. I would still do it because it'd be so like just for the meme of it. Like I'm fighting anyone in Jerusalem, but yeah, musical is the last person I want to fight. Easily the last person I want to fight. I'll fight Toast before musical. I'll fight Loquacious before musical. I'd fight Rigo before musical. I don't even know what Rigo's size is, and I would fight him before musical. And I'm not calling you guys out. I just don't want to fight musical. I just really don't want to fight him. I don't like he's too hilarious. Like musical is a fucking treasure, man. Like we need to protect him. We don't need musical getting CTE by Six Soul. We really don't need that. I want to choke out Go MMA. Who's Go MMA? Musical is probably a sick wrestler. I feel like well, Brits are terrible wrestlers generally speaking, but I feel like musical would fuck me up on the ground. I'm 5'11". Yeah, same here. I'm like that. I'm like 5'10" and 9/10. But maybe actually since rucking, I've been doing a lot of like back expanding shit. I might actually be 5'11". Because I haven't measured myself since I was like 18 or 19. I don't think I've gotten any shorter. And there's a chance I've gotten taller. Let's say we're both about 5'11". So although I'm sure you weigh a lot more than me, I haven't weighed myself in like 4 years or some shit. But I fluctuate, so I'm like anywhere between the absolute lowest would be 135, but probably not that, and the absolute highest probably like 155, but probably not that either. I would guess between 140 and 145. Like I'm definitely like a bantamweight frame. I'm like a flyweight with a bantamweight frame. Six Soul versus musical for the main event of Jerusalem Fight Night. Loquacious would beat us all up. The fucking I know, dude. I think it should be me and musical versus Loquacious. That would be way more fair. That would be way more fair. I feel like Loquacious just keeps us in the next week. Like Loquacious is a 6'2" fucking middleweight unit, dude. Like I'm a fucking flyweight. Like how am I gonna compete? That's gonna be tough. If I killed half a bottle of Henny, I transform into Brock Lesnar WWE version. That would be hilarious. That would be dude. If Jerusalem has a fight card, we need Drunk Toast on that fight card 100%. Don't care who you're fighting, but we need Drunk Toast on that fight card for sure. Rigo beats us all by clipping our worst moments and getting us canceled. Yeah. True. Are you beefing with Go MMA, Rigo? I'd fight Guru. I wouldn't fight Guru because he would beat my ass. Just because he's 100 pounds bigger than me. But at the same time, like I don't like if I trained in other things other than boxing, I would love to fight. I would love to fight Guru. But because I'm only a boxer right now, like that's probably not even gonna be an interesting fight. He's probably just gonna spin kick my head off. But for Jerusalem, I would do it. Like I would like I said, I would fight any of you motherfuckers if we had an actual card. That would be beautiful. That would be so fucking beautiful. Ruck versus guitar ruck strength. True. Yeah, I've gotten so much more functionally strong since I started rucking less than 2 months ago. I started at like 18 pounds. It was like 18 pounds for a mile and a half. And yesterday I just did 30 pounds for 2 miles in minimalist shoes. The first 5 or 6 times I did it in regular athletic trainer shoes. and I switched over to minimalist shoes because it was fucking up my joints. And I am way stronger now than I was 2 months ago. You could see it in my body, and I can feel it just moving around functionally. I'm genuinely like, I don't know if I'm the strongest I've ever been. It's hard to say, because there was a time when I was like 24 when I was really fucking explosive, but all I was doing was training to dunk. That's all I was doing, was training to dunk a basketball. And to do that, you have to go fucking all out on the explosive and the plyometrics and shit. But I didn't have the core strength back then that I do. Like just pure, there's like a static strength. I'm probably stronger than I've ever been, but I was way more explosive 10 years ago, for sure. Thoughts on mall Santas? Are they creepy? It makes you wonder what the fuck their life story was, how they became a mall Santa. I'm sure there's some good ones, but I would say like 80 to 90% of them are creepy as fuck. You know, like, why would you sign up for that? Why would you sign up to have little kids sit on your lap while you have a giant fucking costume hiding your boner? You know. Now Willie would destroy us all. Oh, dude, I want to see William versus Loquacious. Although I think William's been training a lot longer than Loquacious. But you guys are the same size, so you guys are the Giants of Jerusalem. So or Willie versus Guru would be hilarious, because Willie would fucking murk him. He'd absolutely murk him, and then he would twerk, or he would what's it called? He would do the Patty Call of Duty fucking teabagging shit. I think Billy would do that over Guru's fucking twitchy corpse. We need meth. You know what would be a really good matchup for Jerusalem fight card? If me and Chrissy, for like 48 hours or 72 hours before the fight card, we just smoked a bunch of meth, and then we'd had an intergender tag team MMA match, and it was me and Chrissy versus Guru and Thumb, or Musical and Thumb. But me and Chrissy are just spun out of our fucking mind. That would be so fucking hilarious. That would be like tip top meme. Tippy top. Drunk Toast commentating. Oh, dude, yes. Drunk Toast commentating would be goated, man. 100%. You could choke up Guru out. He can barely walk. Sure. I got a good rear naked because I know how to do it, and I've practiced it a lot. Not recently, but when I was like in my early 20s, I used to roll around with my friends, and like we just practice moves we would see on UFC, and just see if we could get it on each other and shit. But like other than a few classes of jiu-jitsu back then, like I don't have formal grappling training at all, and I didn't wrestle in high school. So that wouldn't be my strong strength, although I've choked a few bitches out before. So like I know how to do it. I fucking know how to do it. Guru has a legendary Wilder tackle. Oh yeah. Wilder has no chance against Guru in an MMA fight, because no boxer is going to know any fucking takedown defense against a fucking fat 240-pound guy who played rugby in PE in high school. He wasn't on his rugby team. He wasn't a captain on his rugby team. He wasn't a star player on his rugby team. He wasn't a bench warmer on his rugby team. No, he wasn't on the rugby team. He just played in PE for a few weeks, because in PE you rotate the sport. You play every few weeks, and he thinks he can beat Deontay Wilder in an MMA fight solely because he was decent at PE rugby. That shit is like next level delusion, I think. But I'm gonna stop talking shit on Guru because I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. Don't know if you know a guy like that, but he's impersonating you and pissing off a lot of different communities. Who? Base toast, cheddar. Cheddar likes to get lost in the roles. Fat girls are so underrated, man. I disagree. Cheddarhead. They will do more stuff, but I mean, fat is better than skinny up to a certain point. Like, you don't want massively obese, but if there's a little extra, like, I genuinely don't care. I'm part of the 200-pound club. Cheddarhead, if you're still here. What's the heaviest girl you've had sex with? And if you don't know, you probably won't know the exact weight, but just guesstimate. What's the heaviest girl you've had sex with? Because I was probably like, I'm gonna guess like 205. I probably hit the 205 live. Maybe 210 maximum, but I'm gonna say around 200 for me. And I was fine with it. I was totally fine with it. I think if we want to expand Jerusalem Sleeper Cell and organize this for next year, we definitely need a collective of rich people. Yes. Maybe someone can donate to promote the channel in a guru stream on Saturday. Maybe we can start a new YouTube channel that's just dedicated solely to raising money for an event, which would probably cost like at least $50,000 to $100,000 to put on. So I don't think this would be like a next year type thing. I think this would be like years down the line, because we're all from all over the world and we'd all have to fucking fly to the same place. I would guess, and I'm not saying this because I'm on the East Coast, but I would guess it would be somewhere on the East Coast of North America, because there's a lot of Americans and a lot of Brits, a lot of Europeans, and like the East Coast of America is like in the middle of that. But we do have some Australians too. So I don't know. So maybe it wouldn't be here, but I feel like the event would take place like probably somewhere on the East Coast. You know, maybe it could take place in like Virginia, and like Chrissy can host it or something. Treat them like piggy. Yee. Fat girls are sweaty, fishy bitches. Man, steer clear. Stale piss. Stale piss. Stale piss. Cheddar, if she ain't 350, she ain't with me. Cheddar. Cheddar spit in her mouth. Lukey. I never take my child or any to a mall Santa. Too weird. Oh, same here. I wouldn't trust that shit, man. You know, there's an 80% chance that mall Santa's got a fucking boner. 80% chance. Thumb versus Chrissy. I know, Ilya. I want to see Thumb versus Chrissy so bad. Although that's not a good matchup. Chrissy, I'm sorry, musical. I'm sorry, but I think you would agree with this too. Chrissy would wipe the floor with Thumbnail. And it's just a personality thing. Chrissy is an aggressive, independent, strong woman, and she doesn't take shit from anybody. And I'm sure Chrissy's gotten into a couple fights in her life. You can just tell she's gotten in fights in her life. And Thumb is a vegan who apologizes at the drop of a dime. I love Thumbnail. Like when it comes to like who's more easily livable, like obviously Thumbnail. Who would you rather hang out with? Probably Thumbnail. But I'm taking Chrissy in that fight 10 times out of 10, 100 times out of 100. Thumbnail doesn't even have a chance to luck a knockout or anything. No. Chrissy would smoke her. Fucking smoke her. Cheddar is the real captain, hunting the white whale. Yes. True. I want Omar People's pride rules. Yeah. I don't pride rules for Jerusalem. I don't know if any of us are mean enough to want to soccer kick each other. Like I wouldn't want to soccer kick any of you guys. I really wouldn't want to fucking do that. Although it would be hilarious for the meme. Chrissy versus Thumb in nude Yog fighting championship. Oh, Loquacious, we could have a like the KY Jelly wrestling shit, but instead of KY Jelly, it's just Yog, and Chrissy and Thumb are going at it. Oh. Dude, I'm getting a boner right now. Cheddar, that's when you just switched. Toast is the man. He gets it. 250 for Ilya. Got 205. Wait, is that hilarious or bad, Toast? Toast is laughing at me for 205. Is that funny or bad? Joey's at 270. Cheddarhead, 205 sounds good. Yeah, I don't weigh. I'm pretty fat. 205 is not that. It depends on height too. But 205 at 5'7", 5'9", that's not that. That's fat, but that's not obese. I don't think that's not obese. If they're like 5 feet tall, then yes, that's obese. You got to weigh them like livestock, Cheddar. Yes, true. I gave Minty Vets my lies special. Yes. Sorry, Vinny. Okay, that's fine. Nah, it won't cost that much. We still need to do it. We would do it in someone's backyard, surely. I know, but getting everyone to fly, like it's just the airfare and putting people up for a few days. That's what I feel like would cost a lot of money. Like it would, because if we had an actual card, the card would have to be at least at least 8 fights, but you would think we'd probably do like a 10, 12 fight card because this would be like a one-off thing, maybe a two-off thing. Like we'd really have to fucking go for it. So that's like at the very least, we're talking 20 people we're flying in, probably closer to 25, 30 people. And then yeah, maybe it's not $50,000, but it would definitely be like thousands and thousands of thousands, definitely way over $10,000 for sure. Musical does not like the heifers, I don't think. Jesse on Fire's backyard, that would be fucking great. And he's in Texas too. That would be a different place. That would be a decent place to hold it. Thumb is legit weakest girlfriend I've ever had. She might as well have brittle bone syndrome. Vegan, yeah, Jess, she's vegan. Yeah. Oh, she's not vegan anymore. I've been sneaking eggs into her diet. Musical, you need to sneak some beef into her diet. Tell her to buy an Impossible Burger and buy a regular burger and tell her you're making an Impossible Burger, but make it a regular burger. I'm telling you, that girl needs some beef in her. And not just the beef you're giving her on a nightly basis, Musical. Some real grade A fucking Midwest beef. That's what she fucking needs, man. Eggs are good for you, but there's no substitute for actual meat, man. There's just no substitute for it. I tried being vegan multiple times. I don't want a blanket statement. Everyone's ideal diet is different, and my ideal diet is like there's just a lot of beef and a lot of chicken in it. I wish that wasn't the case, honestly, because I like eating fruits and vegetables. It's nice to eat fruits and vegetables all day. It's actually really fucking nice. The problem is it doesn't fill you up and it doesn't build your body and keep you sustained if you keep doing that nonstop. So yeah, back to that. Chrissy would murder Thumbnail. Although I don't think they would fight each other anyways. I don't think they'd want to fight each other. But okay, Musical. If we're gonna do this card, would you be willing to have a tag team MMA match, an intergender tag team MMA match, you and Thumb versus me and Chrissy? Would you be for that? Because I think that would be some great, and it's not stupid WWE rules today, where if I tag in Chrissy, you have to tag in Thumbnail. No. I can fight Thumbnail, you can fight Chrissy, I can fight you, and they can fight each other. It's whoever tags who. I think that would be fucking hysterical. Although I would go really easy on Thumbnail. Like there's no way I'm punching her with any level of force. I feel like I'd probably kill her. So I would not go hard on her, but it would be fine. You need to throw her down the stairs a couple times to build up her strength, Musical. Soccer kick or curb stomps are my go-to attacks. Note to self: don't go to the ground with toast. I think we need to do a wholesome thing for Chrissy and Thumb, egg and spoon race with other obstacles. No, I really want Chrissy and Thumb to do instead of KY Jelly wrestling match. I want to do a Yog wrestling match with them. I think that would be the best. It's not wholesome, but it's semi wholesome. Like no one's getting hurt, and the Yog is going to be covering their bodies anyway, so it's not like we're going to be really seeing anything. I would vote for a Yog tub wrestling match. But an egg and spoon race, egg and spoon race, that's too minimal. It's got to be something more than that. It doesn't have to be the Yog wrestling, although I haven't heard anything better than Yog wrestling yet. Who's the main event, Guru versus Insulin? Yeah. No, Guru would not be a part of this, sadly. I would love Guru to be a part of this. We would definitely invite him. And there's a 0% chance Guru's going to it. 0%. He's not. He likes to keep his distance from Jerusalem. Like he'll interact with us a little bit, but he's in the fucking Discord. He might be watching this right now. He probably isn't, but he might be. And but he likes to keep the distance. There's no way he would meet a group of 30 of his most loyal fans in order to fight one of us. I just don't see it. I would love it, and I would nominate William to fight Guru. I think William, but I also don't think that's a fair fight. I think William murders him. So maybe Loquacious versus Guru. I think that would be an interesting fight. Loquacious versus Guru would be a much more fair fight. But for the meme, I would want William versus Guru, just to see this giant Indian guy just absolutely murdering this guy in a wheelchair. That'd be funny. We should have a wheelchair around each two. Oh, dude, that might be the gimmick for the entire card, is that all these fights take place at least partially in a wheelchair or completely in a wheelchair. And probably each fight, they would have their individual stipulations. Maybe some fights would just be a pure wheelchair boxing match, where maybe one fight would be like the first round is grappling, the second round is kickboxing, and the third round is wheelchair boxing or something like that. But wheelchairs have to be involved in like almost every of the fights, I think, or else it wouldn't be Jerusalem. Guru picked against Caceres because he's vegan. Is Caceres vegan? I could be wrong. Give me Omar. William, you would decapitate Omar. And I don't think we could invite Omar, but I feel like if Omar actually showed up to that, like I feel like Toast and Loquacious and Rigo and not me, I wouldn't get on it, but I would definitely watch. I just feel like there's certain people that would just jump him if he just got there. I don't feel like Omar could even get to fight healthy, because he's going to get his ass kicked just being in Jerusalem. But maybe not. Maybe we're nicer than I'm giving you credit for. I don't know. Guru on a leash versus a scared sixth grader schoolgirl. Oh my God, that would be so funny. I would cap that as like Guru on a leash, even money. I would put maybe slight favorite -120 or something, versus +100 scared sixth grader on a schoolgirl. But don't count scared sixth grader schoolgirl out, because she's scared for her life. And when you're scared for your life, you'll do anything. So I wouldn't count her out. Really would TKO Guru with a teep in a soft ogre's belly. Seriously. That's the problem with William, is I think William beats all of us. I think it's been established that William has like trained the most out of all of us, and he's big. So I don't think any of us have a chance against him. Well, I know Kamikaze trains a lot, but I don't know how big he is. I want to say he's not that big. I want to say he's shorter than me, but I could be wrong. I don't know if he's ever said, but I want to say he's like 5'9". But I don't want to. If he's not a midget, I don't want to be just speaking out of turn either. What's William's story? Is he a unit? Allegedly, he's 6'2". I'm guessing he's like a middleweight size, at the very least welterweight size. And he's been training a long time, and he's multi-ethnic, so he's got a good genetic diversity, so he's probably going to be pretty strong. William, how long have you been training for, buddy? Because I don't know that, but I'm pretty sure you've been training a while, right? I wouldn't start gang beating the poor monkey. That's just what I imagine, though. Like, he's like, hey, guys, and all of us just start beating the shit out of him. But Nubby versus Bert, 100%. Nubby's voice just dropped too, so 100% Nubby versus Bert. Or Nubby versus Nubby's stepdad would be better, I think, for the meme. That would be like hilarious. But if we can't get Nubby's stepdad, Nubby versus Bert for sure. Really via Spirit of TV. Jesse's daughter versus mini musical. Dude, I don't want to see mini musical get his ass kicked by a girl. And I'm sorry, musical, this isn't a referendum on your parenting skills. But you told me mini musical is a vegan besides like tuna or some shit. And the reason why he likes tuna is because his body is craving meat to no end. So if all you give him is like shitty canned tuna, obviously he's gonna fucking love it. But if you gave him actual meat, I'll say this: Jesse's daughter versus mini musical. If you just be like, talk to his mom, be like, or not talk, or don't talk to his mom and just fucking do it just for like the few months leading up to that fight. Feed him some beef because we can't have Mini Musical losing to Jesse's daughter. But that's exactly what would happen. Also, Jesse's daughter has been training grappling probably since she was 3 years old. So I think she's just got like the skill advantage and not vegan advantage. But if we can get some beef in a Mini Musical and get him working out a little bit, get a little bit of strength in him, he's got the intellect advantage for sure, and he's got the being male advantage. So he can win, just not in his current state, in my opinion. Sadly, I want him to. If he was my kid, there's no chance in hell he's being vegan. At least when he's around, like, I don't know how you handle it, Musical. I think you respect his mom's wishes, but I'd be like, fuck that. If he wants, if you like, in your house, you can, if your rules are to be vegan, whatever. There's nothing you can do to be against that. But when he's with you, fuck that shit, lad. Like you're 50% of the parenting unit. You know what I mean? And if you have a better idea how to nourish your kid, which feeding him meat is a much better method of nourishing your kid than not feeding him meat. I think you should do it. But I can see how that would cause tension in a relationship. There's probably already tension involved, but you gotta think what's good for the kid. You gotta think what's good for him. And that dude needs a hamburger, man. He needs a good, juicy American hamburger cooked by MMA Joey. And if he had a few of those in his system, I'm going Mini Musical all day. But as it stands, I gotta go with Jesse's daughter. Pat Barry wants a front row seat. Yes, true, 100%. All of us for Snubby's stepdad when he drifts off. Actually, that's true. Like I was saying, we would all jump Omar, but we would all jump Nubby's stepdad for sure for putting him through all that bullshit. At least I would. Like I wouldn't jump anyone in Jerusalem, but I'm jumping Nubby's stepdad 100%. I'm kind of pro. I have my pro license in kickboxing. Jesus, William. Holy shit. I did know that, but I forgot. And boxing, I'm currently trying to get my Muay Thai license. Jesus, William. So how long have you been training, William? I know you're 20 years old, I'm pretty sure. 20 or 21. If you're already fucking pro, if you got your pro license, that means you've had been training for like at least 5 years. It doesn't have to be, but I would imagine you wouldn't want to test the waters unless you're like really confident in your abilities. She would smash him up. I know, man. I know. That's why we can't have it. We can't have it. That would be a scarring. Like I know that if when I was that age, there were girls that could definitely beat the shit out of me. I was malnourished at that age too. My parents fed me literal shit. I didn't start getting actual nutrition into my diet until I was old enough to start feeding myself because my parents were that stupid about nutrition. That absolutely retarded. I would get like once a week, I would get a decent meal. My dad, usually on the weekends, like on Saturday or Sunday, he would cook like a really nice tri-tip and he'd put some vegetables and potatoes and like some sides and shit. But other than that, it was literally fast food morning, noon, and nights. And my body, even back then, couldn't process it. Now it's even worse. And so like growing up, when you only eat fast food as a little kid, you're either gonna be massively obese or insanely stupidly skinny. And I was insanely stupidly skinny. So I would have got, like, if I would have had to fight a girl at 5 or 6 years old, like an average girl, I probably would have lost. And that would have scarred the shit out of me forever. So we can't have Mini Musical fighting Jesse's daughter unless we know he can win, or at least has a decent chance to win, because that would scar the shit out of him. But like, I don't know, it would scar the shit out of me. Maybe it wouldn't him, but it would for me. We gotta do him like Night in Prison Cell Musical, Batteries in the Socks. Yeah. I always ask him if he wants to try some dead animals. He always says no. I ain't forcing it on him, but he's always open to the question. Yeah, you don't want to force it to him, but don't. If he was my kid, I wouldn't ask him. I would be like, hey, try this Impossible Burger. Just lie about it. Just fucking lie. Be like, hey, be like, hey, Mini Musical. This is what meat tastes like. This isn't meat. This is what meat tastes like.
And if you like it, you can have more, like maybe, and then he would be, he would be eating meat. And then B, it would taste so fucking, even if it was the shittiest piece of beef on the planet, it would taste so fucking good to him because it has chemicals and nutrients in it that his body has literally never had in his entire life. And like the streaming monks, but just that fact alone, it would be the best thing he's ever had in his life. I swear to you, when I was vegan for like, I want to say it's like 8 or 9 months, and I stopped being vegan, eating a burger. It was the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Fucking ever. Nothing close. Fucking nothing close. And any of you guys on chat, just go 2 days without eating meat. Don't go 8 months. Go 2 days without eating any meat at all, and then eat a good burger or a good steak, and see how fucking delicious it tastes. And then that tells you, okay, I should be fucking eating this shit, And like that's all you have to do, musical. Just feed him a little bit of beef. Tell him it's not beef. He will love it, guaranteed, 100%, and that's it. And then he's done. Then he's a meat eater for life. Poor boy's been corrupted. I don't want to say he's been corrupted. I don't think it's corruption, but I think that is kind of a form of child abuse. I felt like I was abused as a child, nutritionally, because my parents did not feed me what they should have. Like they had the means to feed me actual food, they just didn't. And I do think that's a form of child abuse, because it affected everything in my life. It affected my confidence. It affected my strength. It affected fucking everything, man. It affected everything. So give that N-word some beef, please, for all of us. Just give him some shepherd's pie every day. He'd be a unit. Yeah, seriously. William, go pro so I can write you a walkout song. Oh, 7 years. Holy shit. Yeah, so it's official. William would destroy all of us in chat. Probably everyone in chat combined versus William, he'd still probably kick our ass. But maybe we could use Loquacious to just take some of the damage to tank it and shit, and just kind of distract William while maybe Guru grabs a leg or something, and I'll maybe punch him in the liver a few times when he's not paying attention to me. Maybe we can bring William down. But yeah, dude, 7 years actually, dude, you would destroy everyone. There's not a fair matchup for you in Jerusalem. Besides, I know Kamikaze trains a lot. I do know that, and legit Craze trains a lot too. But he's more like a satellite member of Jerusalem. He's not one of the main people, and he's Australian too. And I think he's 50 years old. But I'd still take you over him anyway. Did you drink tap water growing up? I did not. For the first 10 years, I only drank either soda or Gatorade or Propel. All these sugary drinks, grape juice. I literally didn't even know you could drink water. I swear to God, I did not know you could drink water until 8 or 9 years old. And then I begged my parents to start buying bottled water, because I tried the tap water and it tasted terrible. And that was one they did at least buy me water, because I was I don't want juice, I just want water. Yeah, the tap water in my hometown in Temecula was terrible. Here it's way worse though. I thought it couldn't get any worse in Temecula, because in Temecula is 90 minutes away from Los Angeles, but the water was piped in from Los Angeles. It's literally the furthest possible point, or one of the furthest possible points away from Los Angeles, where the water from there was still being piped in. So that's literally 90 miles of rusty old pipe that the water is running through. So it was really shitty water quality. And here it's even fucking worse. I don't even cook with tap water in here. If I'm making noodles or something, I will just waste fucking bottled water to cook my noodles in, unless it's a giant pot. Just because it is so you can taste the chlorine, you can smell the chlorine. I don't even take hot showers, even when I really want to take a hot shower. I try to keep it to a minimum, because all that shitty water getting released in the air is fucking terrible for my skin, and it's terrible for your intelligence. And yeah, I try to in the winter I try to take as cold a shower as possible. In the summer, it's always cold shower. And now that I started, oh William, you're here. I want to say this to you guys because some of you guys were not here when I said this yesterday. Musical William, you guys, I really want to tell this to you. So I just heard this. I could put the link in Discord too. It was Joe Rogan. It was a clip of Joe Rogan talking to someone. I don't remember who. But they were talking about cold plunging. And basically, if you cold plunge before you work out, it boosts your output and it boosts your testosterone like an insane amount. And I tried this on Thursday. I cold plunge and then I did like a 40-minute workout. And for the first 20-25 minutes of the workout, because my body was so fucking cold, I just did like the longest superset of my life. Literally 25 minutes straight strength training, nonstop, no breaks at all. The only breaks was switching from set to set, but not taking any breathers whatsoever. And that kept going until my body actually warmed up. And because your muscles can go forever as long as they're cooled down. When you get tired, it's because they heat up. So doing that first, it increases your output literally like times 4, times 5, and it increases testosterone. And I didn't notice it too much that day, but yesterday I rucked. I did my 30-pound ruck. And after I noticed, like I just had a much crazier pump than usual. And even though it was a slightly heavier ruck than usual, I don't think it was because of that. I genuinely think because there's just more testosterone in my body from 3 days ago when I worked out and did the plunge. So literally from now on, no matter what, like whenever I strength train, I'm going to plunge, or in the summer, I'm going to take a really, really, really long cold shower beforehand. But it's crazy. Like I can see the difference in my body. I can see the difference in my arms. I don't know if you can tell, but just 3 days after I did it one time, I'm going to be doing it for the rest of my life. I'm going to have this habit because it felt so right. And I'm so angry that I've been doing this shit for 5 years and I did not know that. But I don't want to say I'm angry, but it's like I could be way more jacked now. I could be way stronger now if I knew this 5 years ago. If I knew this when I started cold plunging, or 7 years ago when I started taking cold showers. If I knew that before, I would have been way more jacked. Yeah, way more jacked. But yeah, it's such a fucking good fucking good tip. Larry Bear is right here, loquacious. He's sleeping. Oh, now he's not sleeping now, but because I woke him up getting off the chair. But yeah, so musical William, seriously try that. Tell me what you think. Loquacious, Rigo, any of you guys that are into working out at all, cold plunge first and then work out. So like I warm up way faster than other people. So for you, it might be the first 30 minutes or the first 35 minutes. But for me, the first 20 to 25 minutes, I was like Superman, just nonstop, pumping out everything. No issues whatsoever. I could not believe the amount of quality reps I could get in without getting tired, which makes sense because one of my tricks when I'm working out, especially in the summer, is between every set, I'll go to the sink and just run my hand under cold water to cool myself off quickly. So this is like the steroided version of that. Best fucking habit I have. Whenever I start talking about health shit, the viewership goes down. But this is like, so I know some of you motherfuckers aren't very healthy, but like this shit is like the fountain of youth, I swear. And on the Joe Rogan, the clip that I saw, Joe started doing it. He said he did it for like the last 4 days or something. I think the clip's like a week old. Because he had a friend, I think he had a friend who was like in his mid 40s or 50s, and he went to the doctor and they tested him and his testosterone was literally off the charts to the point where the doctor thought he was taking testosterone. And the guy said, no, literally, like all I do is like I cold plunge in the morning and then I work out. And that's the reason why. Like it literally it amps up your testosterone so much, at least with him, that it gives you levels that are unnatural. like unnatural levels. That's how much it works. I think I'm going to keep doing it. So I'm going to keep reporting on this shit. I've only done it once, but doing that and then working out and then rucking 2 days later, like I can just tell I'm a lot bigger. I'm a lot stronger. And you can feel when there's like testosterone in your body. You can literally feel it. And it's fucking flowing in my veins right now. So fucking try it, lad, and tell me what you think, because it's legit. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of shit that I need to read. What time is it? Okay, I got about 10, 15 more minutes and then I gotta go, but I'm gonna try to get through all this shit as soon as possible. Let's see. William's gonna go back to India after taking over South Africa to conquer the Loti Pajeets. That'd be too easy for William. Like, all William has to do is like just land in India, and they'll just bow to him anyways. He'll be like, oh my god, a 6'2" guy who's like not completely curry stained. Holy shit. And they would just bow to him as a god anyway. He wouldn't even have to do anything physical. I can't musical. I have an Indian dad and a strict German mom who both want me to focus on my degree. Your parents are lame. Oh, I don't want to say that. I don't know your parents, but degree, like, it depends on what you want to do, but I think most people are better off not getting degrees. I really think so. But it all depends on what you want to do. You should, let's see. William, even more, do fucking send it, man. Fuck parents holding you back. Plus, you can do it back. Yeah, I think me and musical are of the cut from the same cloth. We had very non-supportive parents, I think, and parents who did not love us or really care about us or noticed our strengths and noticed our talents and what we could possibly be good at, and they just had their idea of what they wanted us to be good at. I'm just speaking for me now, but I'm projecting on the musical, but I get the same vibe from him. And those are the fucking worst type of parents, man. Like, a good parent, like, doesn't have a set idea for what they want their kid to be before their kid is even born, or like when they're a little kid, you know, like as they grow, you see what their natural talents are. You see what they're naturally drawn to, and you encourage that, whatever the fuck it is, as long as it's not LGBTQ shit, as long as it's not that, I think you're pretty safe there. You don't want to be encouraging that shit. Larry via spinning scratch kick. Dude, Larry's got some fucking skills, man. I would not fuck with Larry. Larry beats William, and I rate William very, very high, but Larry beats William for sure. I know I can. I just need to stabilize myself financially so I can move out. Yeah, that's the problem in it, William. That's the problem. It's like your parents fucking suck, but they're also still supporting you. So you're like, shit. So I get it. Never tag legit lease in Discord. It triggers the fuck. Never tag legit lease in Discord. I think legit. What's his name? Legit phase or legit, whatever. Not lease, but yeah. Yeah, it does. True. Welsh water has historically been the best in UK. Fuck knows what they put in it now. Typically, the further out in the country you are, the better the water is. Typically, but not always. Like, so Temecula was fairly out in the country. Like, it was pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And it was the fucking worst water because it was piped in from fucking Los Angeles, which makes no fucking sense, dude. It makes no fucking sense. When we could have had like a desalinator or some shit pumping it in from the ocean, which was only like, as the bird flies, not that far away. Would have made way more sense. The water quality would have been way better, but they don't even implement those in America yet, or they only do on small levels, which is really fucking dumb because the ocean it's such a vast resource and it's such an easy fucking thing to fucking desalinate it. But this is why I don't care about, like, there's going to be water shortages. Like, the world is made out of water. It's impossible to have a water shortage. If there is a water shortage, it's manufactured. Tsingtao, the best #1 beer. Listen, I don't drink beer, so I wouldn't know, but I'm not surprised you're picking Chinese beer. William, now that I know you're a savage, I will be nice to you in my streams. Okay, please don't Hitler me from my bottom pocket. Yes. Are you asking if it's beneficial? I only do it twice a week, and yes, it helps my cardio tremendously. Wait, do what? Do what twice a week? I'm confused. Ever take melatonin? Yeah, I have a bottle of melatonin. I only take it on those rare times when I just can't fucking fall asleep. Because if you take a little bit of melatonin, wait 30 minutes, and then smoke a bowl, you get super, super fucking high, and then you just pass out pretty quickly afterwards. But if you take melatonin every day, it's so bad for you. It's a hormone in your body, and I think it's only like 0.25 or zero point 0.5 milligrams that your brain releases to help you fall asleep. But the pills are like the lowest is like 3 grams, but usually it's like 5 or even 10 grams or 10 milligrams, which is way, way, way more than you need. And if you take that like once in a while, it's fine. But if you take it continuously, you'll find that you'll just keep waking up in the middle of the night because you're fucking with your hormones. So it's actually horrible. I don't recommend. I recommend melatonin like once a month if you want to get really high. But I haven't taken it in months, and months and months and months. Before I go to the gym, I always have 5 minutes to go. Oh, okay, 5 minutes. Okay, William. Well, it's summer I'm assuming it's pretty warm in South Africa now because it's summer there. But because it's summer, the pipes are going to be warmer. So I would say do a much longer cold shower than that. I'll do like a 10, 15, maybe even 20-minute cold shower. Go until you're fucking freezing your dick off and then go to the gym. Because the colder, the lower your body starts, like the lower the temperature your body starts, the more output you can have, and the more it's going to raise your testosterone. So I would recommend a lot longer than 5 minutes, unless the pipes are super cold still. But because you're in South Africa, I'm guessing the pipes are not that cold. Would be my guess. Guys, there's a channel I want to go to war with. Who? I exercise my lungs by smoking 35 Sean West cigarettes a day. You think they should have cold plunge before UFC? Musical. I was thinking. I know the Iceman Chuck Liddell. He would take a cold shower before, but I was thinking that too. That was my first thought. I was like, dude, if I ever fight anyone, if I ever have an amateur fight or a Jerusalem fight, I am cold plunging. I don't want to say like right before, but like 10 minutes before I'm cold plunge. And so I can just dry myself out. So if I'm not wet and like shivering, but still very, very cold, and then go to like, that would be ideal. Yes. Cause like they always say you should warm up first, but I disagree, man. The more you're warmed up, the closer you are to your muscles giving out on you and to your cardio just going to shit. The colder you are, the colder you start, the longer, the bigger the tank you have, and the longer you go before your tank runs out. So I am very much anti warming up. Like I would say what you probably want to do, like this is how I would do it anyways. And this is all just spitballing because I've never done it. But what I would do is I would maybe for like a half an hour or so, at least 20 minutes, I'd warm up on the pads lightly, but like get my body functioning and moving and getting it ready to have a fight, and then do the cold plunge, and then don't do anything after that. And then your body's like, and so you're warmed up in the sense that your body is like your body's got the movements down, like you've got the muscle memory down and everything, but your body itself is cold as fuck, so you can push yourself a lot harder. That's what I would fucking do 100%. I don't know if that's the best way to go about it, but it seems to me like it'd be the best way to go about it, considering what I just experienced 3 days ago. You ever been so horny you can feel it in your teeth? Yes, Loquacious. Not often, but yes. Like it's like the tips of your teeth. It's like it's not the base. It's like the ends of your teeth. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh yeah, boy, getting play. Let's fucking go. I don't know what you're referring to, Toast, but Chid Logic, biggest British cut bitch YouTube drama farmer. Never heard of him, but yeah, let's start a beef with him. Jerusalem needs more beefs. We haven't really had any beefs in a while. I would like to have some more beefs. Just watch the vodka video. Giovanni Trentalant. Oh, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Thank you for joining. Giovanni, are you a part of Jerusalem, or are you just a random guy who watched the vodka video? I would be curious. Because if you're the first non-Jerusalem member here, like you're a rarity. You're the first one ever. So I don't know what it is. Tsingtao just has that fresh flavor and crisp taste. Dude, Rigo is a walking China advertisement. I swear. I swear. Chud Logic. Okay, Chud Logic. Okay, I've heard you talk about Chud Logic before, but I haven't watched anything of theirs. You're okay. That's my thing. So I got to go in 5 minutes. I've got NBA fantasy drafts to do, and I'm gonna need the half hour to fucking do it. But 5 more minutes. So anything you guys want to ask or add or anything or any donation goal you might want to add or anything, let me know. I've got $39 towards a gram and a half of mushrooms for now, but it could be 2.5 grams if it's 200 or 3.5 grams if it's 300. But I got $39 for that right now. Thank you again, Washington. If you're still here, thank you so much. You are the fucking goat. Thank you so much. You're the fucking goat, man. They gotta do UFC Cape Town with Drickus main event. It depends on who he fights. I think it depends on who he fights. Because the problem is there isn't a whole lot of South African fighters in the UFC. You got JP Bays and Drickus, and I think there's someone else, and I think that's it. No, it's raining actually. Oh shit. No, but it's still like, I mean, you're just about to hit summer, right? Because we're in the northern hemisphere. We're literally winter starts in a week. So I'm assuming in the southern hemisphere, or summer starts in a week, right? I mean, I don't know, but maybe you live in a colder climate. I don't know. I love these streams with you, and musical gives me a reason to chain smoke. Well, I'm not happy that I'm encouraging you to smoke, but I'm happy you're enjoying this, Toast. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm glad we bring you the cancer, Toast. I'm not glad we bring you the cancer, but I am glad you enjoy it. Toast, I'm getting some Camels soon. Turkish Royal. I used to smoke Turkish Royals. I had a rotation of cigarettes. I don't know about you guys, you smokers in chat, but if I smoked the same brand and the same not just the same brand, but the same type of cigarette for like 2 or 3 packs at a time, I would get sick of it. My favorite, easily the best cigarettes out there are Camel Reds, but they're not called CAMEL. They're called KAMEL, and they're called Camel Reds. They're really hard to find, at least when I smoked in California, they were really hard to find. But they were like a mix of Camel filters and Marlboro Reds, like the best mix ever, and that was my favorite. But my other ones, I would smoke Marlboro Reds, 27s, and Turkish Royals. So those were like my 4 main ones that I would cycle through. And Camel Reds were easily the best, fucking easily the best. Turkish Royals were like a nice lighter change up. And then I had some like cheaper cigarette bands when I was like poor and couldn't afford shit. I only smoke Reds to hundreds. Toast. If you I would Google it, because the Marlboro Red lights are, I'm not Marlboro, the Camel Red lights are fucking garbage, but they have a really cool packaging. But the regular Camel Reds are seriously, they beat the shit out of Marlboro Reds. I think you would like them. They're not quite as harsh, but they taste so much better. They're one of the few cigarettes that actually have like a decent taste. They're like an inch smaller and packed with a good type of cancer. Yeah, the good type of cancer. You smoke Cools, dude. So I used to smoke Cools. It was my choice, but when I was like 19 years old, the CVS, which is like a drugstore, the CVS that like a few miles away from my house, they had a massive fire sale of their cigarettes, and I tried one of each. They were all like, one was like Virginia Slims, one was something, I don't know, but the only one that I thought was tolerable was the Cool. It was like Cool Mild or Cool Medium or some shit like that. But they were $1 a pack. Literally for like 3 or 4 months, I was smoking Cools because they were $1 a pack. I did get sick of them after a while, but it was a fucking $1 a pack. So, but that was the only time I smoked them. I didn't get, once that sales ended, I didn't keep smoking them because I didn't feel like they were worth anything more than like $2, and like full price is like what, $6 or some shit. Marlboro has more tar though, and bang for your buck. Dude, Camel Reds, dude, try this. I'm telling you, try Camel Reds. They're fucking legit. Just make sure they're the real ones, not the lights. A lot of times, if you ask for Camel Reds, they'll give you the lights, and the lights fucking suck. Yeah, Camel Reds, Kamel, not Camel, Kamel. It's the same. It's the same brand, but it's from Camel Red. It's the recipe is from like over 100 years ago when they were called Kamel, and then they brought that recipe back, and that's why on the thing it says Kamel. Our CVS is awesome as Americans make them sound. It's just a drugstore. Like I live close to many CVSs. I think I've gone to I've probably gone to CVS like a half a dozen times in the last 5 years. So like, it's like an overpriced, like it's like a tiny overpriced Walmart, basically. Like I wouldn't recommend going there. More of an HEB guy, Toast. Dude, I've heard good things about HEB. No HEBs in Ohio, sadly. How much for you to do a Shenzhen stream? Yeah, Walgreens, CVS is the same thing. There's another, but all the Drug Mart, they're all the same fucking store, basically. Although Drug Mart actually has food, so Drug Mart's a little bit different. You would think Drug Mart would be one of them based on the name, but it's different. Anyways, with that, I do have to go. I gotta do my fantasy and shit. And my fantasy is not jerking off to. Okay, before we go, I do want to say this. Before we go, chat, who's hotter? Cheyenne Bay, Cheyenne Velismus, Cheyenne DeLizzie, whatever you want to call her, Cheyenne, or Corey McKenna? Morocco on pens. That's what I'm feeling. Ilya, that's what I'm feeling. I predict France scores first, Morocco scores late, and it goes into penalty kicks, and Morocco wins 1-1. That's what I think. No, okay. So Loquation, like at first glance, Cheyenne looks better than Corey McKenna, but then when you look at her features, like it's got that like I don't know. I actually prefer Corey McKenna because I've always had a soft spot in my heart for like plain Janes, and she's like the most plain Jane, but she's got good features. And I've been really into pale skin for the last like 2 years. I don't know why. I always hated it, and now I like it. She's got the pale skin too, but Cheyenne's actually like Cheyenne can make herself look good, but she actually isn't that attractive. Like she can make herself look hot, but innately, feature for feature, Corey McKenna all day. And that McKenna looks like jailbait. Exactly, Loquacious. Exactly. She looks like jailbait, but she's not jailbait. Perfect, fucking perfect for the nonces in chat. No, but I like them when they look young, you know. And she does look very young. And I haven't really seen what her body looks like because she always wears like her t-shirt and everything. But I'm going Corey McKenna. Corey McKenna all day. I hate that her name is Corey though. That kind of sucks. We're just saying one or the other. Yeah, I'm not saying that I love Corey McKenna. I'm not saying. Oh, don't need to say that. Okay, but I said it, so it's fine. None. So, dude, I like girls that look young. That's a standard male thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. How big is your Corey? Karen Murphy sitting on Omar People's Fits. Who's Karen Murphy? I don't know who that is. Velismus. Washington going with Velismus. Velismus can look good, but she looks too manly. In half her picture, she looks like a dude, I swear. And I can never forgive her for what she did to JP. That poor bastard. And I will probably have a cards UFC card stream tomorrow or Friday. But I'm pretty damn sure I'm going Corey McKenna in that fight. I don't understand why the fuck Velismus is like, she's like minus 200 favorites. What the fuck, dude? She's got good striking, but dude, I just feel like Corey McKenna is gonna just fucking take her ass down. Corey's like plus 160. You have to take Corey McKenna at plus 160. I feel like you have to. I'm not saying Corey's going to win, but I feel like she should be a slight favorite. I would put her like minus 140, minus 150, and she's plus 160. So to me, that's actually one of the fights on the card where I think there's a massive discrepancy in the actual line versus the line in my head. Also, the Demir Armin fight. Demir's like a pretty big underdog last time I checked. Crazy to me. That's fucking crazy to me. I think Demir should be the favorite. A slight, very slight favorite. I put him at like minus 120, but he should be the favorite in my opinion. Yeah, those are two pretty big underdogs that I don't think should be underdogs. That new Silva girl is pretty fit. Silva, I don't remember her. Pollyanna is such a hoe. True. I'm Pollyanna or Ricci. Ricci's gross. I don't know how you could pick Ricci's got a good body, but her face is literally Christina Ricci. Not Christina Ricci. What's her name? Not Christina. She's an actress. Tabitha Ricci. Tell me, true or false, chat. Tabitha Ricci is just female tan Uriah Faber. True or false? She's female Spanish Uriah Faber. 100%. So Ricci, zero, no chance in hell for me for Ricci. Pollyanna's hot. I agree with you there. Pollyanna's really hot, and I still like Jessica Rose Clark, even though she's getting more and more fake by the day. I still do like Jessica Rose Clark. She's holding on to her youth. She's clinging on to it, and for the next year maximum, probably JRC is probably still my favorite. But she's clinging on, man. She's as old as me, so she's clinging on. Charlie Arndolt clears both. I don't know who that is. She's spinning neck kick KO, that Leza robot looking bitch. Oh, I remember the KO. I don't remember what she looked like though. I don't remember. Minty Vets via war camp. Yeah. All Corey needs to do is headlock and keep the vag not down. Dude, Corey, I can't remember. It's not coming to me, but I remember Cheyenne's fight a few fights ago where she got ragdolled by someone. I'm sure she's worked on it since then, but like she's shown that that's like the weakness in her game, and that's Corey McKenna's strength. And with these wrestlers versus strikers match, you always have to go with the wrestler. The striker's gonna win 2 times out of 10 or 3 times out of 10. That's gonna happen, but so what? Like this is classic wrestler versus striker. Classic. I think you have to go Corey McKenna. You fucking have to. She's the wrestler in a wrestler versus striker match is the underdog. And even though Bellismus is like a actual legit striker for a female for that level, I think she's way better than most females at that level for her striking. I don't think it's really going to matter this fight. I just see so much control time for Corey. So much time. I don't like Ricci's teeth, so masculine. No, Ricci is fucking Uriah Faber. Look at a picture of Tabitha Ricci. Look at a picture of Uriah Faber. That's the same fucking face. Yeah, so you got constantly headlocked. It was frustrating. They're all great, but yeah, JRC is my type. Yeah, same. JRC. There's something about Jessica Rose Clark. Her voice sucks. Her voice really sucks, but she's got everything going for her physically, I think. Looks wise. Corey trains with a bunch of dudes. Her top game should be really good right now for strawweight. I know. I'm really. Corey is actually one of my locks for this card, and she's an underdog. And I have to research it more, but I think I'm going Demir too. I think I just think Demir can keep it standing, and I feel like Armin's going to go for a lot of takedowns and gas himself out. I just think style. I'm really, really high on Armin Sarukian. I'm really, really high on him. I think he's great. I just think this is a fucking horrible matchup for him. I really do. And Demir, I'm high on Demir too. I think both of those guys are really fucking good. Both those guys are probably top 5 level lightweight. They're just not ranked that high, but skill-wise, they are that level. You didn't use that logic for Johnson versus Black Gaze? Wait, what? Wait. Johnson, wait, what's Johnson versus Black Gaze? Wait, who the fuck is Black Gaze? Why am I not? Who's fucking Johnson? What? Why am I not fucking thinking about this? Why is this not coming to my head? Rip Mason Jones. Wait, what happened to Mason Jones?
How can you say Armin gasses when he went 5 clean rounds? Okay, no. Okay, is the same scale. This is what. This is why. Because Ilya, because he could get those takedowns with Gamrot. He could get those takedowns and initiated scrambles and shit. And he was gassing in that fight. Gamrot won the last 2 rounds of that fight because Armin was slowing down. But versus Demir doesn't like Gam. It's like a different style. Where Gamrot, like he'll get taken down to try to get a sweep and shit. Demir is just trying to stuff your takedown, and I can just see Armin going like. I don't feel like the takedowns are going to work for him very, very well. And I could see him being stupid and just keep trying to go for it, keep trying to go for it because he'll be being pieced up on the feet. And yeah, I get it's a 3-round fight and it should be a fucking 5-round fight. This should be the main event, in my opinion. Like this is clearly the highest level talent-wise fight on the card by a fucking mile. It should have, is it the co-main? I think it is. I don't even know if it's the co-main. I'm not even entirely sure. But it should be the main event. But I'm still going Demir. I just feel like the way he stuffs takedowns is gonna wear on Armin. It's different than the way Gamrot does it. Way different. It's because she has meat on her bones. Not me either. Short meat, dude. I like him. Yeah, I like him thick as fuck, dude. I'm guessing you're talking about JRC. Yeah, Jessica's like a right amount of thick, like perfect amount of thick. Opinions on Ismagulov takedown defense? Good. I think it's really fucking good. If I'm not mistaken, he's got like 90-something% takedown defense in the UFC, which is really fucking good. He was stuffing what's his name's Kutate Ladze's takedowns like with ease. And Armin will win on the feet. No. I disagree, man. You always said go for the wrestler against striker. You chose to strike. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Musical. That's because. What's his name? Bone Crusher is not a wrestler. That's my point. Bone Crusher just learned how to wrestle, and he wet blanketed 2 people with 0 takedown defense. But he's not a wrestler. He doesn't have wrestling skills. He doesn't know how to wrestle. He's a stupid fucking Brit. He doesn't know how to wrestle. That's wrong. You're wrong, Musical. You're wrong. That was a striker versus striker match, and one of those strikers was gonna go for takedowns he wasn't gonna get. I called that. Fucking Kutate Ladze isn't a grappler. He's a striker going back. I agree, but he still stuffed him with ease, and he still has stuffed like he hasn't had an issue with takedown defense yet. I see him stuffing those takedowns. That fight all depends on how the takedowns go. If Armin can get the takedowns, and if he can have that threat, I would definitely side with Armin. But I don't see that happening. I'm going Demir. I'm 90% sure I'm going Demir, especially since he's the underdog. It's a 50-50 fight. They're both so good. This should be the main event. Armin will back up Demir. Dude, I'm not seeing that, dude. I'm just not seeing that. But it's possible. We need to make as many memes as possible with Ismagulov doing a live stream on Twitch. But what are you talking about? I have no idea what the fuck you're fucking talking about. But Armin went easily with it wasn't easily with what's his name? Yeah, what the fuck is his name? With Islam. Insane Wrestling. It wasn't easily. Like Islam did win that fight, like pretty clearly. It wasn't easily. Maybe I don't think he's gonna gas like I don't think he's gonna gas like a Drickus, like fucking breathing heavily and like I don't think it's gonna be like that. But I think he's gonna slow down. I just don't see him getting the takedowns. And I see him like, yeah, I see him wearing on that gas tank a little bit because it's a 3-rounder. He's going to think that he's going to be a little bit more on the clear. I just see him going for too many takedowns and not getting them. And I do think Demir's stand-up is better. I think his jab is really good. And he's a lot taller. I think he's going to keep Armin at range. He's really good at that. I think Demir can get it close to the. Yeah, Demir definitely does not finish Armin. Well, I don't even want to say definitely. I don't want to say that.
very likely. I think this fight either way is a decision. If you can bet this fight ends via decision, that's the best bet to make, period. Although the odds on that probably wouldn't be great. It's still like I think maybe 1 time out of 10, this fight ends in a finish either way, but 9 times out of 10, this is a decision fight for sure. So if you guys can bet decision on this fight, is my opinion. And just fight with takedown threat. Dude, I get what you're saying, but dude, guys, I really fucking have to go. I'm so sorry. I really have to fucking go. Now I gotta fucking rush this shit. And I got more money than usual on it because I didn't have a choice. So with that said, this is a great talk. Demir definitely has the faster twitch muscle poses. Yes, 100%. I'm gonna go with the fast twitch muscle poses. So I think Arm improved Gamrot fight. He beats Demir. Gamrot's not the same fighter as Demir though. That's the thing. But anyways, fighter of the year 2022, William 2022 fighter of the year. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I really gotta go. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Washington. You are the fucking best, dude. You are the absolute fucking best. You're a legend. Thank you so much. We will get the Jerusalem fucking fight card going, and we got $39 towards me eating shrooms on stream. So thank you guys so much. Love you. Peace out. See you next time. PP grabs now.